What makes a villain unforgettable? Is it chaos, power, manipulation, or the way they make heroes question everything they stand for? Today we crown the greatest villain of all time. From the twisted smiles of the Joker to the snapping fingers of Thanos, the iron will of Dr. Doom, and even the psychotic brilliance of Phenom Comics' very own Puppet Man. Let's talk villains.
So what's going on, everybody, man? What makes a legendary villain? That's what we're going to get into. And welcome to episode 5, the greatest villain of all time. That's what we're going to discuss today. So, what makes a legendary villain? It's more than just power. A legendary villain challenges the hero on every level, morally, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Can you agree? They changed the story forever, leaving a permanent scar to anyone and everybody. Motivations matter, okay? Villains with complex ideologies are more compelling than simple destruction for the sake of destruction. When you think of an all-time villain, what traits come to mind first? So we're going to get into this. So we're going to have to discuss the psychological depth, and ideology of the greatest villain of all time. Now we're going to have a compare and contrast with this, okay? Joker is number one. There you go. You should already know as for greatest villain of all time, the Joker has to be a part of it. You know what I mean? The Joker, it has no plan, pure chaos. He exposes the flaws in order and insanity. Now, Joker is literally, man, is my like literally number one villain of all time. If not, you know what I'm saying? Like seriously, that guy, that's a dangerous dude, man. He's one of them brothers that I would not want to be in the elevator with. I don't give a damn if I'm just going up and there was no conversation. That's the problem. I would think not having a conversation with this dude would be scary. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm a big guy. Now, I'll probably be able to handle the Joker if I had to, but man, I'm the type of brother that I'd be paranoid to the point where I will have to keep my eyes on him at all time. And that it'll be a situation where he's just standing there, just going to a stop. But you don't know what he gonna be on, man. He may decide he want to kidnap me and take me out before he leave the elevator. I gotta keep an eye on him just for him to want to kill me because I gotta keep an eye on this guy. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but when you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway. You got another one. Thanos. You have to add Thanos in this. Thanos believes he's saving the universe. Twisted logic, but logic nonetheless. Next, Dr. Doom. Sees himself as the one and only one to fit the rule. Period. Pride, power, and a warped sense of honor is what Dr. Doom stands for. You know. Now that Dr. Doom is another individual that's he does have honor to himself. He ain't just gonna do some things, but you know what I'm saying. But I could be wrong on that. Now next, obviously, I gotta add one of my characters that I would like to introduce to you guys as well. His name is the Puppet Man. Now, Puppet Man in Phenom Comics, he's a killer who doesn't want to actually kill the hero, but rather play with them forever. His chaos with obsession. He's chaos with obsession. Seriously. Like if the Joker stalked Batman every night with no desire for an ending, that's who the Puppet Man is when it comes to Night Reaper. Not only that, but Puppet Man is the inspiration off of the Joker. You know, but that's another story. Obviously, they different in ways, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But you heard it here first. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, which villain's ideology do you find most chilling or strangely relatable? You know, So obviously we got to talk about that. Then next we have to talk about iconic wins and defeats. So let's run through some classic moments here. The Joker, I'm going in the order that I mentioned the characters. The Joker is obviously number one, and we're going to talk about basically his wins. Jason Todd. He killed Jason Todd. Now, for those who are not aware, you'd be crazy as hell if you're not aware. But when Joker killed Jason Todd, that was one of the most darkest moments in comic book history. Okay. Now it's different adaptations to the situation with the murder of Jason Todd. Mainly the one that I find most chilling and most dark though, which I like as a matter of fact, is the one when they said that Joker kept Jason Todd literally locked away in the abandoned wing of the Arkham Asylum, where he tormented him for over a year, man. This dude had Jason Todd for over a year. Had this man psychologically just gone, had other underlings and people dressed like Batman to beat him and everything, had him thinking that Batman was coming to save him. Like it was some extra, man. I'm telling you, it was crazy. And then there's the one where he basically, Jason Todd found Joker and Joker beat him and he just blew him up, basically. It was like you have different different storylines between with that situation with Jason Todd. Now, next with Joker, he crippled Barbara Gordon. He retired her from being Batgirl, which put her in the wheelchair. And honestly, man, Joker just drives heroes to the complete edge, man. And it's been shown on more than one occasion. More than recently, I would probably say what is that? Injustice. When he ended up causing the death of Superman's unborn child in the love of his life, Lois Lane. Crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Thanos, the Infinity Gauntlet, the snap. We all know about that. He wipes out half of the universe. Who does not know that about Thanos? The freaking Mad Titan. You know what I'm saying? The Mad Titan himself, who literally has established and set a foundation in the MCU as obviously the best villain of all time. Movie-wise, on the comic book scale. But I could be wrong. You let me know any different. Next, we got Dr. Doom. He rules Battleworld, steals the cosmic power, and he even becomes God Emperor Doom. That's a guy you don't mess with, especially when he's a super genius. He's a ruler of his own nation, of Latveria. Man, listen. A guy like Dr. Doom also has been said to had inspired characters like Darth Vader to come into fruition, to who Darth Vader is today from Star Wars. I could be wrong on that, but let me know in the comments, please. And then obviously next, man, we got to talk about the Puppet Man. The Puppet Man kidnapped entire blocks of Cleveland just to get Night Reaper's attention. Left a figure dead in the shadows with his own blood spelling "You're next." Now I know y'all probably, if y'all want to know more about Puppet Man, you will know about him more soon. And if you like that dark tone, but I literally made Puppet Man inspired from the Joker, considering the Joker is my favorite character of all time. And let's be fair, we're going to be fair about all of this here with who's the greatest villain of all time. Let's just keep it real, but I definitely want to do that. So what villain moment made or would make your jaw drop? No matter who takes the crown, each one can reshape the world and the heroes in it. All right. So here's my take. For me, this is the final verdict and also a fan pick for you guys as well. But here's my take. The crown goes to, I'm gonna go with Thanos. Because they didn't just win, they redefined what it meant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it definitely goes to Thanos because they didn't just win. Uh it's meant, you know what I'm saying? It was meant to beat evil in the world of heroes. You know what I mean? You know, and that's just it. Thanos, he again changed a generation as for the villains going into now. Again, I'm just trying to be fair, but if I'm thinking on a planetary scale, man, it has to be Thanos. It has to be Thanos. Because Thanos, again, you wipe out a half of a freaking universe, man. Now, this is MCU Thanos here. A lot of people, some people may think Thanos, some people actually agree with Thanos. This is another reason why I picked him. Some people in real life agrees with the ideology of Thanos and really believe that what he did was right. Some people look at him as a villain, and some people actually look at this character as a logical freaking thing. Like he's doing the right thing. So again, if we're talking about the two different scales of Thanos, if we're going away from the comic book Thanos compared to the MCU, the movie Thanos, Thanos' whole agenda was it was cold, it was evil, it was, but at the same time, can you say it's evil? Simply because he wanted to eliminate half of life because he saw a way of eliminating hunger and people fighting over, food and resources and things of that nature and anything to make the universe better for everyone and reshape the universe. So again, some people think that that's evil and some people think that it's actual good thing. I'm not saying that is a good thing necessarily, but I get it. I get it. I really truly do. And then you have the Thanos from the comic books. He eliminated life for the love of death, mistress death, or lady death, whatever, you know, that's what he did. It caused all the heroes, well, especially once the Infinity Gauntlet, the Infinity War started, it caused all the heroes from from Marvel to take down Thanos, to fight this guy, to fight this man, to fight the Mad Titan. That's why I chose Thanos, because that man's a big deal from the comics all the way to the movies. I could be wrong, but you let me know who is your pick. It's your turn. Y'all vote in the comment section, man, or the community tab. Who is your greatest villain of all time? Joker, Thanos, Doom, or the Puppet Man? Look, let me know how you feel. Drop it in the comments. Don't hesitate whatsoever. If you agree with my list, that's cool. If I left some people out, also let me know as well. If I left some people out, like I know, like honorable mentions, you have Annihilus, you have Galactus, you have, well, I guess Galactus is he considered technically a villain? I don't know. But you got Lex Luthor, you know what I'm saying? You got that individual. You have Apocalypse, Darkseid. The list can go on, man, but who is your pick from this pick? If you got somebody different, drop them in the comments and we can discuss it. And that's all I can say about that. So thanks for diving into the dark side with us. You know what I mean? Whether you fear the Mad Titan, the Laughing Killer, the Iron Monarch, or a psychotic puppet master, one thing's for sure, great villains do make great stories, and I 100% agree on that. Until next time, y'all stay cool, stay heroic, or villainous, however you feel, depending on your mood. You know what I mean? But I'll holler at y'all in the next video. I'll see y'all soon. Also, before I go, like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss the next video. I would appreciate that very much. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching and keeping up with us. And I'll holler at y'all next video. Peace.